holidays. We're planning for an exciting Christmas, Thanksgiving for 2024. And of course, for me, the food is part of my love language to my family, making sure I have the best cuts of meat and the best food to offer when we have family and friends come to visit. That's why I choose Rastelli meats. This is the only prime rib, today's special value that we're going to have for the year. It is melt in your mouth, delicious prime ribbed black Angus reserve flavor. These are all in your choice of 6 or 4 pounds. They're hand trimmed and aged to perfection, so they're going to be delicious and, most importantly, easy to prepare. Of course, our America's favorite butcher, Ray Rastelli, is here doing the carving. I want to show you the offer and invite you again to place your order for our today's special value. That's what a 4-pound prime rib looks like once it has been prepared. This again is going to serve probably 6 to 8 folks. This is the 6-pound. That's going to serve probably 8 to 10 folks. This comes in the black box, and when you see that black box, know that that is a very, very special cut of beef. This goes from farm to table, and we'll talk in detail about all of that. When you order the 4-pound, you get one of the roasted garlic herb butters and the seasoning pack. You get 2 when you place your order for that larger 6-pound. We have 3 ship weeks for you. Have it shipped October 7th, November 11th, or December 9th, which has been the most popular ship week. Not surprising, folks planning ahead to the holidays. And then if you would like, you can also lock into auto delivery, which means it will ship at the ship week of your choice, but then you'll also get another shipment in April of 2025 and November of 2025. The prices for 6-pound prime rib at $159.98 is fabulous, because think about what 9 or 10 prime rib meals would cost at that 5-star restaurant. Now your home for Christmas will be that 5-star dining experience for your family and friends. And of course, like I said, America's favorite butcher. He is the gentleman behind this, 50 years in the industry. His company has 35 Customer Choice Award nominations for this year.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you all.
We don't take it lightly, and it's one of the reasons I wanted to make sure I brought you our tradition today. This Black Angus Reserve prime rib is the tradition we have in our house at Thanksgiving, at Christmas, at Easter, and Mother's Day as well. And the thing about a prime rib is some people get a little nervous about cooking a prime rib. I not only brought you the prime rib, I brought you all the fixings. I'm going to show you how in literally 40 to 50 seconds you can make a prime rib that looks just like this when it comes out of your oven. Look at how juicy, look at how tender. You're going to notice we've trimmed all the fat off of this, but this prime rib has been aged, Jane, for 45 days, and it's part of our reserve collection. And the reserve collection means only 4% of all cattle will actually qualify. And I want you to see every slice. Now, this is our 4-pounder that we've got here, and the 4-pounder will easily feed 6, in most cases 8. You can see I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got at least 2 to 3 more slices here. But this is the key. When you can take a prime rib and make it just like this in 3 simple steps, and I give you all those simple steps along with it. And there's also a video on QVC.com on this product page. It shows you exactly how simple and easy it is.
So years ago, like I said, when Ray and I started working together, I thought, okay, this is why he does this. He makes it so easy because he doesn't want us to mess up the meats that he's been working so hard for. So this is literally 1, 2, 3 steps.
It is. It's 1, 2, 3 steps. And these 3 steps, it's thaw, prep, and cook. And I'm going to show you in about 40 seconds how simple that is. And then if you're going to buy the 4-pounder, how long you leave it cook for. If you're going to buy the 6-pounder, how long you leave it cook for. And of course, your oven's going to be set at 300 degrees. So low and slow gives us really the perfect prime rib that if you went to a great steakhouse, that's what you would expect. So now you're going to have it right in your own home. I'm going to show you where it all starts.
Okay, so when we say farm to table, we're talking about literally, you know, farmers that you've worked with for years, and then the best quality.
So important. So ranchers, farmers that I've worked with for over 45 years is where it all starts. Making sure those cattle are raised in beautiful environments, green pastures, clean water, fed a healthy, clean diet. This is what we get. We get a beautiful prime rib that looks just like this. Now, this comes to us with all the fat on it and all the bones, and we age this for 45 days. But then what our butchers do is we take all this fat off, because I don't want you having to pay for that and you can't eat it. And I take all the bone off the bottom, and you know what you have? You have this beautiful rib. It's the prime rib. Look at how big this is. This is 6 pounds. This is an enormous prime rib. But you see it's been trimmed from one end to the other. And don't get intimidated, because it's so simple. When it comes home to you, it's going to look just like this. It's going to be vacuum packed and frozen. So the first step, Jane, is to thaw it. Right? So in our process, it's really just thawing that. The first step, I'm going to show you what I like to do. I like to actually put it right in the pan I'm going to roast it in to prepare it, so I don't have a whole lot of cleanup.
No cleanup.
No cleanup.
So we get it home, it's frozen, we sit it in the refrigerator for 2 days.
2 days it'll take to thaw out, right?
And you're done.
And then I like to put a couple of score marks right on top of that prime rib. So I'm ready to go, but you're getting the seasoning. So be generous with the seasoning. Just drop that seasoning right on top. Just rub it through.
That kind of creates that bark.
Creates that bark. And then, of course, you're getting our epicurean butter. So if you're getting the 6-pounder like this, you're getting 2 of these tubs. If you get the 4-pounder, you're getting 1 of these tubs. But you're just going to coat this like you would coat basically a cake. And this is where my grandkids come in. This is what they love to do, right? I'll give them this job, and usually they're fighting over the spatula and who's really going to get to do it. And by the end of it all, it's Poppy, look what I did. So that's good, because it's part of the tradition, right? In our house, the tradition of having a prime rib is not just about the prime rib, but it's about the kids getting involved. It's also about the smell. I will tell you, the thing that most people remember when they come to my house at Thanksgiving, they walk through the door, and the first thing they say to me, Ray, is prime rib. I can smell it, right? So that's it. You see how simple that was? That's the entire prep. Now, while I was doing this, my oven's heating at 300 degrees, 300 degrees, because slow and low. But here's a little tip I always like to give you. Take a little bit of water, about a cup of water, put in the bottom of that roasting pan. Take some of your favorite wine. I use a Cabernet, a nice bold Cabernet. A Cabernet that I love to drink is what I want to cook with. Put them in the bottom of that pan, because here's what's going to happen. This butter is going to melt down. It's going to coat your prime rib, but it's going to melt down into the bottom of your pan, and it's going to create the most beautiful natural au jus, and I'll show you what that looks like.
I'm standing here eating while you're talking.
You can do that. So,
and what's really cool, and now over 7,000 of these spoken for, is that that's all you have to do.
That's it.
You need a pan, a roasting pan, and then you need a knife and an oven.
That's it. 3 steps. Those 3 steps make it really as simple as could be. Now, the actual time that it's going to take, if you've got the 4-pounder, it's going to take about 2 hours. If you're going to cook the 6-pounder, it's going to take about 3 hours. Always recommend using a thermometer. So it's as simple as this. If I've got the 6-pounder in the oven, and I know it's going to take about 3 hours to get to medium, at the 2.5-hour mark, all I'd like to do is take that, stick that thermometer in there. It says right now it's at 134. I might leave it in there for another 5-10 minutes. I want to reach 140, but a thermometer is foolproof, and we give you the chart that shows you exactly how simple that is, right? So we're going to take this one out, Jane.
And make the switch
Put that one in, right?
Oops, I just spilled all the juice all over the floor. The wine that you smell on Jane Brown the rest of the day is not because I've been drinking. It's because I just splashed it all over the floor. Be careful when you step back there.
So here's really how simple it is. So I've taken my prime rib. I'm going to take it out. I took it out of the oven. And the prime rib, I like to rest for about 10 minutes. And you can see how beautiful that is. But here's what I think it's really, really important. This is that liquid gold. Remember I put the wine and the water in?
Yeah.
Well, that has melted along with the butter. This is the au jus that I'm going to be able to use. Once I put that prime rib on the table, a little bit of cornstarch in that. And this is going to be the most incredible au jus, because it's natural au jus. It's come right from that prime rib, that butter, and that wine that we mixed together.
Oh my gosh, so good. And here's the thing, like this is like the centerpiece of your holiday meal. The rest of it, whether you make it or fake it with the side dishes, the potatoes, the mac and cheese, those are all kind of supporting characters. But your prime rib. That's what everybody is looking for. And oh my goodness, look at that.
That's what we want
Tender,
our prime rib
juicy,
to look
perfect
like.
medium. Once again, today's special value price goes up at the end of the day. This will be the only prime rib today's special value from Rastelli's that we have this year. The 4-pound is $119.98. Normally, just one prime rib dinner at a restaurant is $119. You're going to be able to serve 6 people for that price with this. And then you've got the 6-pound option for you at $159.98. Once again, you couldn't probably get 2 prime rib meals at a restaurant at that price point. So huge deal, but you also get to customize when you want this to arrive. So if you've got other celebrations coming up earlier, say in October, we have an October 7th ship week. If you're looking to get ready for Thanksgiving, we have a November 11th ship week. And then for the holiday, Christmas, we've got the December 9th ship week. We do have auto delivery, but you can also plan for maybe the 4-pound that you pick up just to have for every day, and for maybe a smaller gathering. And then go ahead and put that 6-pound on auto delivery. So if you want to pick up more than one, this is the day to do it while we have it at today's special value price. Listen, if you're someone who has enjoyed the prime rib in the past, we would love to speak with you. Call us at 1-800-395-1601. If you want to talk to Ray and if you have any questions, this is the time to call.
And Jane, there's the 4-pounder, right? You can see it's as beautiful. It's cooked to the same temp. I give you all that in the temperature instructions. And again, on .com, we've got a short video that tells you exactly what you saw me do. You'll see that video on .com, and in about 60 or 70 seconds, it shows you exactly what it is. But this is simple. It's easy. I wanted to show you steps 1, 2, and 3. All you need besides that is your knife and your oven. And you're going to have the most beautiful prime rib. I mean, think about this beautiful prime rib slice.
Like butter.
And think about putting that, you know, on a platter for your guests, right? Or putting it on a large platter like I did here, taking some of the au jus that we've got and we've made. So this au jus was made right from that natural drippings. I like to put a little bit of mushrooms in there. And of course, you can do whatever you'd like, but it's all natural. It's all going to come from that prime rib. Or just put it
in a little ramekin and people can dip with every bite. Everybody gets a little ramekin of the delicious au jus on the side. You can also thin slice this, and it's, you know, it's perfect for a sandwich if you wanted to do that. You certainly can use it for a sandwich.
Or you, Jane, you can take one slice like I did here, one slice, and you know what? I'm going to actually make 2 meals out of that slice because I'm going to do a little surf and turf, right? We've had that, Brittany had the salmon and the shrimp on a little bit earlier. So with one slice there, I've actually made 2 of those beautiful surf and turf platters. And it's simple, it's easy. And I think that's the most important thing that I think is, I wanted to make sure you understood at home. You can do this. I'm a butcher, I'm not a cook. So I wanted to make sure I prepped it the way that you would want to prep it at home. Simple, easy. I've given you the instructions. And here, this is if you've got a little bit left the next day, all I do is slice it thin.
Slice it and make it a
sandwich. You know what? And we've got a beautiful ciabatta roll here to do that with.
You're a butcher, not a chef, but you're a father and grandfather, and you love good food, and you love sharing your good food, your passion for food with everybody in your family, everybody that comes to your butcher shop, and of course all the people that shop with you here on QVC, and we appreciate that because the quality standards of Rastelli Foods is top notch. You're getting the best of the best. This is the black box Reserve Angus prime rib that people wait for every holiday, and this will be the only time we offer it at today's special value price this year. So please don't miss out on it. Also want to suggest, feel free to bill to, ship to. If you purchase this and you want to give it as a gift to someone like my brother-in-law and my sister, this would be a wonderful gift for their family. So send it to them, pick the ship week, probably would pick the December 9th ship week so that they get it and they can enjoy it for their holiday meal. Or for Thanksgiving, if they're hosting, send this ahead of Thanksgiving so you know you're going to have delicious prime rib wherever you go. So this is the kind, again, a deal that we can only do for one day. It's only available in limited quantity. And like I said earlier, I went to Ray Rastelli's facility. I saw the aging room, and there's surprisingly not a ton of reserve Black Angus in the aging room because there's not a lot available.
That's right. Only 4% of all of our cattle actually qualify for this. So we save these through the course of the year. We are